Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory. I'm your host, Matt Pat, and today we're gonna be talking about a webcomic. And no, not Control-Alt-Delete, another terrible webcomic about video games. But, Game Theory, what if it's actually good?
I thought I assassinated you while we were reading Sonic High School. You're back to haunt me, Matt Pat?
The Dark Carnival brought me back to life. Game Theory, you don't have to think about it too much. I certainly didn't. Ah, cool. You've shot the ghost of Matt Pat out of my body. Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome to Disasterpiece Publishing House. I'm Dev Solove.
And I'm Joan Metz.
And this is a show about the Wild West of weird internet literature.
Dramatic readings included.
And
now,
we're back at it.
We're literally back at it. We had a little bit of technical trouble recording this the first time around.
Yep, we had some issues, most notably that we were all eating pizza and there was like 4 of us in the room and the sound quality was terrible. So, you know, but we're back. We're re-recording Tales Gets Trolled, Chapter 3.
I think we'd mentioned before that we had to re-evaluate how we had guests on the show. That's in reference to this.
Yes, pretty much.
If any of y'all 19 people listening, I'm confident saying we're at least in double-digit listenership now.
I think we have 20 subs, actually.
Let's go!
Yeah, we've got more. We get more downloads on like Firefox and stuff like that. But yeah.
I have friends who listen to it too on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah. So the Only Tables is like our biggest fan, by the way. He listens to it all the time, like watching video games or whatever.
Hell yeah, let's go. Hi Tables, we should do things again sometime.
He was apparently playing like.
How's that Leon Kennedy bussy treating you?
Yeah, he was apparently fighting some like dragon boss or something while listening to the Haribo Gummy Bears episode. So it was just like trying to fight a dragon while you're like choking in the back.
ASMR. Joan dies while you die too.
Anyway, so we're starting with Chapter 3.
The Truth.
The Truth. Can we talk about the cover for Chapter 3?
Yeah. Of course. It's been a while since we've done this. Just a reminder, this is a read-along activity. The visual components are a really important part of this.
Yeah, so talesgetstrolled.org. You can go to the main series and read Chapter 3. Dear Lord, this Mario face, it's something. I love it.
If you can't read along, at least go and check it out after we're done doing the show. This is not a substitution for experiencing the original thing.
Yeah,
itself.
we're experiencing this and we love it, but like we highly encourage you if you can, talesgetstrolled.org.
Yeah, because Tales Gets Trolled was something that I understood through meme osmosis and people talking about it.
Yeah.
For the longest time, and I thought, okay, I get it, until, I finally sat down and read it and realized, oh, no, you really do just have to see it for yourself.
Yeah, it kind of rules.
Then I saw his face, now I'm a believer.
So our first panel is of Shadow going, "You motherfucker."
Luigi looks back. He's,
"My beef is with Mario. I'm done being in your shadow. I'm done following you around, Mario. No one thanks me. It's all thank you, Mario. No one thanks me. It's always Mario. You get everything. You get the good games, the better women."
I didn't know you felt like this.
Luigi needs to stop crying.
Ooh, Timu from the fucking distance. Is it Timo or Timu?
It's Timo, I think.
Timu, got it.
Just being an asshole from, behind the stage.
Yeah.
Luigi needs to stop crying. It's time we settle this once and for all, brother.
If you feel that way about it, I can't stop you. Alright, Luigi, let's do this. And he's looking down at the ground like he just walked in on Bowser fucking Peach. He just looks so disappointed. I should have seen this coming, but I'm afraid I'm bummed I have to confront it.
Yeah.
I think this is also the first chapter we start seeing Laserbot really start to do shading.
Yeah.
And have, like, consistent light sources that make sense.
Yeah, he has learned how to change the opacity on a brush, and it's doing his art some good.
No, it's even better. This is MS Paint, so this is, like, color pick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
good job, brother. All right. And then we get a panel of emo guy going, and if any of you steps in, I'll kill this duck. Referring to Daffy. I want to say, I really like this panel. It reminds me of that one character from Mob Psycho 100. Yeah. Where he has to wear the wig, and the wig is, like, super tall.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that.
God, you're right. And he came before... This came before that guy, I'm pretty sure.
It's very prescient.
Yeah.
Mob Psycho 100.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
No, we're not. We can't.
Yes, we can. Fuck you. No. If you get to bloviate on about, like, fan fiction, I can talk about cringy webcomics, because that's my forte. Okay, so, no. One Punch Man was written by and created by this mangaka named One, who was a shitty artist. Yeah. Like, the original One Punch Man comics are, like, very amateurish looking, but he had a story he wanted to tell, he told it well, and a lot like Laserbot, he has a feeling for the language of comics and action lines and stuff, even if he isn't a great artist. So we were making a lot of comments earlier about how even though the art kind of sucks, it has a great flow, like you can read it pretty easily, even if the bubbles are kind of amateurish and crappy. Like, the dude has a sense for the vibe. And One is a lot the same way.
See, this is not the tangent I thought you were going to make, but I'm glad you made it. So, yeah, the comics and sequential art are a literacy of their own. You very much, you can have good art, you can have good writing, but combining the two takes a certain kind of literacy that you may not, necessarily have in either field separately. And Laserbot has very much an eye for that in the same way that One does, despite the fact that he lacks technical skill. He knows comics well, and that's evident in how the storytelling goes, because even with the art being bad and the writing being bad, he can still tell a coherent story.
But also, like One, like if you read Mob Psycho 100, like the comic version of it, the manga version of it, that is also illustrated by him. And I love it. I think, like, modern day One is my favorite manga artist. He's like a good artist now. I don't care what anyone says. People will look at Mob Psycho 100 and go like, it's not as good as the anime, but it's, the story's good. And it's like, well, but he's a good artist now, though.
Yeah.
And it's a bummer that Laserbot eventually, from what I understand, started to get other people to illustrate the comic. It is fun how they try and, like, emulate the amateurish, like, kind of wonky, crappy style. And, like, there's a style to that, but, there's also a part of me, and yes, I am comparing the Tails Gets Trolled guy to the guy who created fucking One Punch Man. Come for me in the comments, I don't give a shit. This dude has the exact same creative soul that the guy who created One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100 has. And I will die on this hill.
Yeah, there's something really endearing about people who have a story to tell and they just jump right into it. You know?
And it's, like, fucking weird and funny and, like, bad on purpose in a lot of ways.
It's honestly also kind of inspiring to me, because, like, that's what I did with a lot of my writing and, with my comic and whatnot, and it paid off,
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it. So if you have a story to tell, just tell it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Anyway, back to talking about the silly anime fighting between Mario and Luigi. That is the duality of this program.
Yeah, much like Sasuke versus Naruto having the kind of ultimate...
Yeah, this is like a
brother versus brother.
100%. Literally Naruto. But with Mario and Luigi. And I don't fucking care. I love it.
And both of them, they start much in the fashion of Dragon Ball Z. They roar, and then fire comes around them.
Like their auras.
Yeah, their auras.
And they go, ah! And you can see, like, their power-ups are... They power up like a Super Saiyan, but instead of having blonde hair or whatever... Mario has the Tanuki suit shit from Super Mario Bros. 3, and Luigi has the super cape from Super Mario World on the SNES. Are you sure about this? We can talk this over.
No more talking.
Wahoo! we run at each other at super fast speed. And I go to punch.
Yeah. I love this panel of Mario just, like, flying through the air with his fists, in the frame.
I like the panel beforehand, because it's, like, mid-flight. It kind of looks like he tripped.
Yeah.
He's about to eat shit.
Kind of looks like he got launched the wrong way off a trampoline.
Yeah, it looks like he doesn't quite have the angle right, and he's about to, like, hit the parabola.
Yeah.
Like, the arc of the parabola is going to be, like, a little too low, and he's just going to come to a skid.
Tails Gets Trolled is good.
Yeah.
Alright, so they
and then these panels, like, actually fucking slap. Oh, okay, this can't be MS Paint. I was talking out my ass. Those smear effects has got to be, like, some Photoshop shit.
Yeah, it might be, like, GIMP or something like that.
Probably GIMP, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would have had, like, a similar sort of artifacting from what's clearly, like, a fill tool.
Yeah, and also, like, GIMP was pretty commonly used at the time. It was, there was a lot of talk about it, especially on DeviantArt, so
that, I guess that just confuses me why the word bubbles are like that then.
Might be intentional.
Maybe there is a shift in the program, and then he just kept doing it because he thought it was funny?
Yeah, I can see him doing that.
Anyway, Dev, I'd like you to describe what's going on here.
So Luigi and Mario fly at each other, fists raised, ready to fight. Mario swings his fist around to try and catch Luigi in an uppercut. Luigi dodges. And with a spinning move, he brings his foot around and fucking slams Mario right in the face with his foot. Mario goes flying and lands on the ground in a crater that cracks the earth. And you see a close-up of Dark Luigi staring down at his brother with malicious intent. Mario's crawling out of the crater and he says,
"He's gotten stronger!"
Luigi flies around in a circle behind him. You see a close-up of Mario barely noticing, barely catching him out of the corner of his eye.
And he turns around and fucking Sharingan shoots him with a fireball.
Yeah, just blasts him with a fireball straight from his face.
Whoa!
Yeah.
And then the fireball storm... Okay, so this is where I'm a little confused, because Mario's the one who's got the Tanuki suit on.
Yeah.
But Luigi pulls some Tanuki shit, and he turns into a flame statue.
Yeah, so Luigi is...
Not a flame statue, a Tanuki statue, because that's like a part of Tanuki lore.
Yeah, so Luigi engulfed in flames enacts this sort of self-defense mechanism where he creates a kind of stand-in for himself with Tanuki, something or other.
Yeah, and then a close-up of Mario, and he's like, he changes forms really fast! And just a close-up of the statue, and it's just a smiling little monk guy. Okay, then it reveals Luigi in the full suit. But he's got the full suit. Whereas Mario just has the ears and tail. I know that there's like a difference, but I don't know enough about Mario to fully explain that.
Yeah, I've never played a Mario game in my life, so...
You've never wahooed until you bing-binged?
Nope.
Wow, we gotta change that.
No, we don't.
Wow, okay.
If you want to play it together, that's fine, but I'm not going to play it on my own. I don't have time. Mario...
There's the implication.
Oh.
Yeah. You've heard it here, folks. Dev says no to fun with friends.
I'm not good at video games. I don't know, and I don't have time to play video games because I'm too busy reading things for this podcast or writing my own writing, so...
Well, sometimes it's okay to just go, ho-ho.
Okay.
Woohoo!
What do you say? Mario raises his fist with a determined look on his face, and he says,
I got to step it up a bit.
And so he does another Super Saiyan transformation.
And then close up on Luigi, who looks so intense, like he just watched a master chess player make a very considered move that's about to change the game.
And then just fucking morphs into a frog suit.
Luigi says, frog suit.
Oh, that was his line, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, frog suit. He morphs into a frog suit.
And then, yeah.
And then yeets himself at Mario, or no.
No, that's Mario there. Mario has the brown mustache, Luigi has the black mustache.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mario...
You see, one is Mario and the other is Luigi.
Right, okay, gotcha. And so Mario yeets himself at Luigi, who says, "Damn it!" And he just slams his foot into Luigi's face, knocks him back.
I want to point out that Luigi's eyes are a little open in that panel.
Yeah.
It looks like a freeze frame of a dad getting hit in the face with a football.
Yeah,
yeah.
It kind of rules.
Mario charges at Luigi, and Luigi catches it, like, with the side of his arm, and it's, like, gray. Mario, like, hops back, and he's like, "Luigi has really mastered this suit! He can turn any part of his body to stone!" So it's like an anime moveset power scale sort of thing, where it's he sees that, you know, the Tanuki suit can turn to stone, so then he goes like, okay, well, how would an anime boy use this? And that's the next step, is to go, like, selectively use that power a little bit. There's, like, that's one of the interesting things to me about shonen fights sometimes, is the very careful, considered use of how people's movesets would interact with each other. You don't really get a lot of that in American comics. Manga especially takes advantage of the fact that it is a readable medium, and you can suspend disbelief a lot better than if you watch an animation play out in real time. They'll really chew on the way that these characters are making these split-second, in-the-moment decisions in the fight.
Yeah.
And I think it's fun how this guy went from just straight up one-for-one ripping off a Naruto fight with Mario and Luigi, and then going like, okay, but let's put my own stank on it.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell this guy, like, isn't just, like, ripping these things off, but, like, actually kind of gets what makes them rad.
Yeah.
Anyway, he jumps over fucking Luigi's head in his silly little frog suit. Luigi's about to blast him with his final smash or whatever, and Mario kicks it out of his hand.
He kicks Luigi in the gut, which turns to stone much in the same way his arm did to protect him from the impact. Luigi launches himself in the air to bring down a final attack, and he says, "Time to die, Mario." He's thinking it's almost time for him to see my secret weapon. Ha 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 ha.
They exchange some blows. You see Mario make a tactical retreat, and Mario goes, "This stone is starting to hurt my legs. There's only one way to break the stone. I'll have to punch it with all of my power."
So he winds up for a very powerful strike, his fists flaming with energy, and he brings, with his streaks of light, brings it towards Luigi. This panel sucks. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? That's incredible.
It's a lot.
Wow, way to judge it on its smear frame.
Yeah, well, it's like the perspective is off, too, so it feels like Mario is just about to punch in the air, whereas Luigi is, like, closer to frame. I don't know. Yeah, it's something. I mean, I love it. But, like... Yeah, so we get a close-up of Luigi. He tries to block Mario's powerful attack, but there's an explosion of power from Mario's fist, and it grows and grows until there's a massive dust cloud in the wake of the impact. Holy shit.
Mario... It reveals that Mario has broken through Luigi's armor, but Luigi is holding an invincibility star from the video game Mario. Which, if you are a layperson, makes you lay invincible. And then Mario just goes, "I see it!" Luigi just glows yellow and, like, whacks him in the fucking tuchus.
Yeah, and blood sprays from Mario's mouth as Luigi's... The force of Luigi's strike hits him. Mario on the ground, beat up and bloody, he says.
No longer in frog suit. He has been depowered.
Oh yeah, he's been depowered, he says.
He got the Super Saiyan, beat the ever-loving shit out of him.
Yeah.
Alright, Luigi, you win.
Mario, you gotten in my way long enough. Now is my time. Now die! And then Shadow busts in and he says, "Stop!" He pulls out his fucking gun. I'm not gonna lose a good member because of some gay rabbit and his gay fucking duck friend.
And then he shoots him.
Yeah. He shoots Daphne.
You have to look at this fucking panel.
He shoots Daffy right between the eyes. The bullet goes in his head, out the back of it.
Except Daffy's doing the thing he does in the cartoons, where he looks at the camera and, like, does a little, like, eyebrow wiggle. Like, fourth wall break. Like, that's the panel that he got for, like, that angle.
Yeah.
And it's... It looks like he's gleefully accepting death and looking at the audience knowing, like, well, I'm glad they're watching.
Yeah. It's duck hunting season. Daffy collapses on the ground, dead, his face buried in a pool of his own blood. Bugs looks understandably horrified.
He's just holding... I mean, it's not actually happening, but he's, like, holding Daffy's corpse. Just like, I swear, it was rabbit season. Come back, Daffy, it was rabbit season.
Yeah.
And even it's Emo Guy, Luigi, and Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, we get a person-to-person transitions between, first Bugs, then Elmer Fudd, then Emo Guy, then Dark Luigi.
Fucking Elmer Fudd looking concerned at the Daffy Duck getting shot in the head, like he hasn't personally tried to do that himself.
I think he's jealous. I think he wanted to kill it. He wanted to kill it. It got taken from him by Shadow the Hedgehog.
Bugs collapses. He looks fucking he's heartbroken.
He collapses in tears.
No, Daffy.
And fucking Elmer Fudd.
He's like cross-eyed, dirt-faced, like, I didn't know it was duck season. Close up back to Bugs, who's even more distraught.
Tears streaming out of his eyes.
No, you killed my love, Daffy.
Get the fuck away from Mario. If you guys try anything, I'll kill all of us.
And he's got a button. Oh yeah, that's right, because this is the Justin Bieber concert.
Yeah, Justin Bieber concert. Do as he says. He's not fucking around. He will not hesitate to kill all of us. Mario, get over here. This close-up of Shadow is great. Now me and my team are gonna leave, and you're gonna die.
Alright, Shadow. And Mario just kind of like... I think his panel placement is supposed to imply that he's moving, but, like, his legs aren't moving, so he's just, like, kind of moonsliding over.
Bugs, who is now, in addition to being distraught, outraged as well, he looks over at Shadow and he shouts,
"No!"
And he rushes after Shadow, going for the remote for the explosives, whipping it out of his hands. Shadow says, "No, don't break the remote."
And then Bugs does that.
Yeah, it does exactly that. Smashes it in half on the ground.
And then...
he starts screaming even harder. And Shadow stares at him and says, "You fucked up all my plans." And fucking shoots Bugs in the head.
And this panel is somehow even better than the Daffy one.
Yeah.
And then he just keeps shooting.
He keeps shooting in the back of his head until his skull is just a mess of flesh. Flesh and shattered bone, and Shadow shouting as he's shooting him over, "Die!"
"Shadow, stop! He's already dead!"
And, like, Bugs' brains are poking out at this point. So, Shadow seems pleased with himself. He points his gun elsewhere, and Emo Guy says, "I didn't know you had it in you, Shadow. You're more fucked up than we are. I wouldn't try anything if I was you. You're still outnumbered." And then Shadow races at him, his legs turning into a tornado as he runs fast. And we get a moment-to-moment shot of Emo Guy looking, out of the corner of his eye as Shadow approaches on his flank.
And he doesn't he isn't able to fake the funk on that nasty dunk and takes one right in the kisser.
Yeah, I will say I had trouble with this one panel of Shadow. I just realized it's his fist winding up for a strike, but I thought like something was grabbing Shadow. Like a giant hand was holding him.
Just the master hand from Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Anyway, he sucks Emo Guy right in the face, and there's a nice panel of Emo Guy's face getting squished by his fist. Falls to the ground.
And you know what? For all the shit we gave him for perspective, these shots are actually kind of nice.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Emo Guy.
Not Shadow, but like Emo Guy.
Yeah. Emo Guy says, you hit harder than Tails, I'll give you that. We get a close-up of Shadow glaring at him, and Emo Guy tries to egg him on. He goes, do it! And Shadow goes, wait.
And then Shadow gets kicked from the back by some big foot, and he just goes fucking flying into a wall. There's like a close-up of his eyes, and it does that classic Dragon Ball thing where they go all bug-eyed and like a little bit of blood flies out of it. You know, like that one panel of Frieza getting fucking gut-punched by Goku?
And then Shadow flies into the wall.
Shadow!
Who the hell's that? Says Teemo.
Hulk don't know!
Shadow, like halfway buried in stone, he says, where the hell did he come from? I didn't see him coming.
Can I be this guy?
Sure.
Get up, you fucking noob. If you're gonna feed, you should just uninstall right now.
This guy looks like something taken out of Danganronpa.
Yeah. He's wearing like fantasy guy armor. He's got like short brown hair and I don't know what material this mask is supposed to be made out of, but he's got like one of those edgy broken no mask dealies where just like a little bit of his eye is poking out of a black mask with a creepy smile on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on with this guy.
An Emo Guy stands up, who's apparently a lot shorter than this armored, masked fellow.
And you can tell, just like, look at how much of a manlet this bro is.
Yeah. Emo Guy says, I didn't need your help, you tall motherfucker.
Shadow, we need to get out of here. We don't know how many more people that will come out of nowhere.
I love that fourth wall break. It's so choice. Teemo goes, he's right, Shadow. There is no way we would know how many more are waiting to attack. Shadow goes, damn it, you're right. Emo Guy goes, pussies.
And then New Boy goes, noobs better run.
Let's kill them and end it already. My brother will die, says Dark Luigi.
If you do anything, Hulk will smash your bones!
Shadow says, this isn't over. I will end you, trolls. And we get just a panel that's just gray with red text on it that says, meanwhile. We get a panel of Sonic, who's standing behind Dr. Robotnik, who's, working on something. And he goes, Sonic, I almost have a location. Give me a second. Spelled with a T. Almost found it. Found it. There, do you see it?
Good. Now print me a copy of location.
Here you go.
Great. Now I only got 2 things left to do. One is find and destroy the trolls.
What is the second thing?
This! And he fucking takes a sword out of nowhere and stabs Robotnik through the gut through the other side of the chair.
I think that's through his heart, actually.
But like, he's like doing it through the chair.
Yeah.
From behind, that's through his heart.
Yeah, and then just, blood pours out of the wound.
And then he looks so nonplussed. Like, he's kind of like raising his eyebrows a little bit. And he's like, this is for fucking with me and my friends for so many years, you piece of shit.
And he pulls his sword out, and Robotnik slumps over, dead. And Sonic picks up his Chaos Emerald, and he says,
now we'll be taking this back and start destroying them trolls.
Yeah, there's a transformation. He's overcome with red and black magic. And he transforms into evil Sonic with dark sclera and red irises.
Oh yeah, and his claws are bursting through his gloves too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Look at that.
She's like werewolf in it. That's great. Love it. We have transitioned into a cave. Oh, I think I remember this part.
Yeah.
Transitioned into a cave, and there's a cardinal, like a bird in there that says, "There's a blue creature by the name of Sonic coming this way."
That's spelled correctly.
No, it's not.
What, do you have a degree in language or something?
Yeah, I do actually. And in the darkness, there's a bit of dialogue.
Rather, what should we do? You are the leader of the trolls.
We will return to the city of trolls as soon as I deal with this little problem.
What's your plan?
Are you? I pretty much told you my plan. I'll deal with this problem.
Oh,
you know how you talk to your son?
that's how I talk to myself.
So we've returned to evil Sonic, and he's approaching this cave. We see a panel of his fist clenched with anger.
There it is. Oh, and we got the return of Martha.
Yeah, Martha. Yeah, so to refresh people, it's a OC-looking character with different colored eyes. He kind of looks like if Marth was in the cartoon Arthur.
Yeah.
So,
hence the name Martha.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Laserbot. I know he's got a name. You'll eventually reveal it, but he's Martha in my heart forever.
Yeah. So, Martha says, "Stop right there, Sonic. I won't let you pass."
Hurry, leave him to me. There are some things we need to discuss, Sonic.
And Martha goes, "Yes, sir."
We meet at last, Sonic. I'm the leader of the trolls, and you should really blame Shadow for us meeting like this. He started a battle, he can't win, and you can't win.
Sonic says,
"What the? You're an actual troll!" To reveal.
And yeah, he is.
Dev, you want to describe what he looks like?
Picture a troll. You've got it. Like, he's like literally a troll. He's got like the ratty hair and like a lot of facial hair, exaggerated features. And he's got dark sclera with yellow pinpoint irises and one tooth sticking out. Like, just picture a troll.
He's a troll.
He's a troll. You've got it. Yeah.
Yep.
Troll under a bridge. That's what. Yeah.
Yep.
And he says,
"Yes, me and my son are actual trolls. It's deep in our blood. Let me explain to you so you will understand."
And I think now we're going to get some world building.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you the truth about us trolls. Our story.
His son is like the troll face.
It's literally troll face, yeah.
Yeah. Dad, kill him. There's just no need to tell him shit.
The art of trolling was actually started from humans, but it wasn't called trolling, it was called being a dick. But back in the Middle Ages, I was being made fun of because I wasn't human. So I hid under a bridge, but it was only a matter of time before they would find me. So that's when I decided to pay them back and make fun of them, and that's how it started. I planned it out. Then I trolled anyone I could because they was dicks and they steal people's land. But I wanted all humans to feel like shit. So that's when my army started. I started looking for people that was worthy to join me. So he's like, he's explaining this as he's crawling out from under his bridge and venturing out into town, right?
Yeah. He crawls out from under his bridge. He finds a well in the middle of a village, a medieval village.
Yeah. And I found a couple females, because back in that time, females was also treated like shit, and a couple of robbers. That's how I found my beautiful wife, and how we started our family.
She kind of reminds me of the mom from Binding of Isaac, just a little bit.
Isaac! Isaac! My son was the cutest babby you would ever see.
It's like a troll face, but like in a baby's body with like a pink onesie. It kind of rules.
Well, I knew with my family I needed a real home. So when I got enough trolls on my side, we decided to take over the city.
I love that. And we get a panel. This is honestly actually kind of great, where it's like the Troll King. He's riding a horse, much in the style of Braveheart. He's got a shield and a sword, and in the next panel he's got a crown as well.
And we send our army of trolls to take over the city, and that's what we did. After taking over the city, I gave the people a choice. Join me or leave the city. Half of them left, and half of them stayed. But the ones that left seeked revenge, and came back years later trying to take the city back, but failed. They was killed and us trolls wasn't done trolling. No, everyone has to know the name of the trolls. You and your friends are the second group of people that tried to stop us, and you will die as they did.
And Trollface goes, cool story, bro.
Man, we really have just forgotten, like, the power of, like, how much wind that takes out of people's sails.
Yeah. Evil Sonic, he says,
I don't care. You hurt my friend, and now you're gonna die. And he goes supersonic.
Yeah, gripping his Chaos Emerald, he transforms into Supersonic. Golden glowing fur, dark sclera. The Troll King challenges him. He's not afraid in the slightest. He says,
come on!
Supersonic rushes at him with an evil look in his eyes, fangs bared, winding up for a strike, but the Troll King blocks it, and he raises his fist and brings it down.
He doesn't even block it. He just times it perfectly like a carnival game.
Oh, yeah, so he raises his fist right as Supersonic is about to strike him. He slams his fist down into Supersonic's face.
He just Unga Bunga Caveman hit him, like...
Yeah, and it hits him so hard that he turns into a crater in the ground. And Martha's just staring at this happening. Like,
yeah, it's like watching a perfect parry happen in real life. Like a
yeah.
like a fighting game veteran, like stepping out of the shadows. Like, hey kid, you think you're good? All right, step to me.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens here.
Sonic tried to raw into Super, and he got his fucking skill checked. That's what happened.
So Sonic crawls out from the crater, teeth bared in anger. And he tries to strike again. There's lightning behind his fist, and the Troll King just stops him just with, like, his fingers.
Yeah, like that classic, like, Fist of the Drunken Master, just with your index finger and thumb sort of like, plink!
Yeah, just like a pinch a little bit.
Yeah.
And then fucking brings his foot up in Sonic's face. Just slams his heel into Sonic's chin. Sonic goes flying.
Oh my god, his face while he's flying is fucking incredible. He looks like Cartman.
Yeah, and Sonic with an expression of rage and blood dripping out of his mouth. And the Troll King glares at him with contempt, and he says,
I've been alive for a long time. I learned a thing or two in my years.
And Sonic tries to power up a special attack, and he's roaring as he does it, and he goes, he's powering up his attack, and I believe that's the end of the chapter.
That is the end of the chapter, yeah.
Cool. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, where are we at time-wise? Was that enough to fill the whole episode? Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, we didn't break.
Yeah.
We just were real into it.
We just, like, kind of slammed through it. All right.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's weird to end the chapter literally in the middle of an attack, but...
I mean, it's a good cliffhanger, because...
I guess you're right.
Yeah, so, as always, we'd like to thank Aria for the use of our theme music. You can find her a link to her card down below. It's going to have links to all of her socials and her music. Please support her. She's great. You got any pluggables, Joan?
Yeah, I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/JoanTunes. I post my art on Blue Sky. Also, JoanTunes on Blue Sky. I'd also like to plug... I have a friend who's currently taking commissions. Captain Anagi on Twitter. I'll post their link in the down there part, too. They do really great work. Their commissions are open, and... if you like Sonic and fighting stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you would enjoy the stuff they draw.
Yeah, they have a webcomic too, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, we're also going to link that. I was about to transition into that too. They also have a great webcomic called Hachimitsu Blade for Hire. It's about a lesbian dog samurai who cuts people's arms off, and it's so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's good. Speaking of webcomics, my pluggables are always the same. I have my webcomic, Devil Went Down to Vegas, Culling the Faithful and all that. But at the moment, those projects are on hold due to financial reasons. I don't really, I'd like to emphasize that if you want to support the show, please subscribe on Patreon. You don't have to, but it would be really appreciated. And, the link to that is down below. I also recently posted a short story on Royal Road. You can find a link to my author page. It's a sort of parable type story about Greek mythology. And, remember to subscribe, by the way. I don't think we
subscribe, listen to our show, engage with our content.
Yeah, share it with your friends.
Appease the content lords. Drive up our engagement.
Yeah.
Do those hollow things that we have to do.
And it's a good time.
That's my call to action. Do the hollow things that you have to do.
It's a good time to subscribe to the show too, because we got a pretty wild Halloween special coming up. So
yeah, it sucks. I'm ready.
All right. And we will see you on the next episode.
Yeah. See you, Space Cow Sonic. Yeehaw!